19 minutes past 8 it is. Welcome back. Most of us know Ricky Tomlinson for his roles in Brookside and the fabulous royal family, of course. But before he became an actor, he worked in the building trade as a plasterer, fighting for better pay and conditions as a trade unionist. It was a role that in 1973 saw him jailed for 2 years for conspiracy offences when he was arrested for picketing during the National Builders' Strike.
Well, 40 years on from that conviction, Ricky claims he and 5 other activists were victims of a government plot to make an example of trade union strikers. He's fighting for the release of official documents that might reveal why they were jailed, and he joins us now from Liverpool. And these papers should have been made public in 2002. They're being kept private, we're told, Ricky, in the interests of national security. Why? Why do you think such an effort is being made for them to keep all this under wraps?
Hi, kid. Nice to see you. Listen, this case is absolutely farcical. It's political right from the start, right through to now. We've got thousands and thousands of documents, and they're all marked top secret. It's absolutely appalling. We've got letters from the Attorney General to the Home Secretary saying we've got no evidence against these men whatsoever. A couple of weeks later, we get charged with 244 offences, 21 against me and 27 against Des Warren. It's absolutely appalling. We've got letters here about the security services investigating us. We've got all sorts. With the last letter from Chris Grayling here has said, without any consultation to us, that Kenneth Clark in December 2011 put another 10-year embargo on reviewing the papers, not releasing them, reviewing them to 2021, which means it will be 50 years after the strike. The oldest picket alive now is 84. I'll be 74 in September, and the youngest is in their mid-60s. We'll all be dead. Some of the lads are already dead without knowing, and they've gone to their grave with this stigma. How can this be when they've got no evidence a couple of weeks before we go on trial, that they then come up with 244 charges? And can I just tell you something? The day the trial started, the prosecution offered us a deal. All plead guilty, you will be found 50 quid, you'll be fined 50 quid, the union will pay the fine, and you'll all be home for dinner time. 4 of the 6 took the deal, I refused it, and Desi Warren refused it. I ended up getting 6 years, Desi got 9. Reduced on appeal to 2 and 3. And the treatment Desi Warren got in jail with the liquid cosh was so bad that they threw me out of jail. I hadn't done my time. They threw me out because they knew if he stayed in for that extra year, he would die in prison. And we've got all the facts and all the figures. They paid Desi compensation after he left jail, but he had to sign a disclaimer, he had to sign a gagging clause, and this is ludicrous. If this happened in any other country in the world, we'd be up in arms about it, but no, it happened here, and it's an absolute disgrace. Put all the papers on the table, let the public see. We've started the C campaign. We want everyone to sign the C campaign so it gets discussed in Parliament. The building workers' families have a right to know. All building workers, all trade unionists have a right to know what the government will do if they feel threatened, if you dare to fight for better terms and conditions.
And Ricky, because of who you are, because of your high profile and because of the man you are, you're not going to let this rest, are you?
No, I can't. I owe a duty to my children who've been persecuted. And even now my grandchildren, some people still point the finger. This isn't going away. We've got the best researcher you could wish to meet. She's uncovered stuff that is, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. I've actually seen on screen the MI5 man that was assigned to me, the MI5 man. My home was broken into by the special branch. Telephones were tapped. It's unbelievable. Infiltrators were there. There was agent provocateurs. It's terrifying. If this happened in Russia during the Cold War, we'd be up in arms about it. But it's happening here now, today, in this country. And we've got the documents, see there, top secret, everything stamped top secret, not to be released.
Ricky, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We appreciate it, we really do. Thank you very much indeed.